Hello. Welcome again to Finish Wright's Attorney Trilogy. We are continuing where we left off yesterday. We're now in the trial of the second trial, the second mission, I guess you'd say, of Trials and Tribulations. We're about to meet this Godot fellow, and we're defending a Damask in court. Well, a delusional Damask. Hey, Nick. What is it? Something wrong? Nah. But did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the mess glossy you bought. You bought this where? In the little tent in from the courthouse. Got all sorts of things for sale. You know I'm a sucker for these kind of stuff. So why do we have this in the court record? Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Screaming like that. Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did. Doesn't look like things are gonna get any less ugly for you. Because I did it. I'm the criminal. Me. He's at it again. I sent the point to Lordy Taylor. I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but it doesn't mean I didn't commit the crime. Normally I'd say, of course you didn't. I'm being sarcastic, but you... Alex. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please? Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Bessie, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually... I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you like a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. That's where I protect you. You see, actually, Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie's innocent. He's declared guilty. I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say that? Well, if you excuse me, I got some errands I need to take care of. Counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, I don't really know whether Ron is the mask or not. But, there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred memory now. Mr. Delight, please don't enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. Court is now in session for Mr. Rundlelight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... That's a stupid question. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? What? No, I'm not. Pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I'm Godot. Legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. I've heard that 2 times already. He's the one that Detective Abby was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? None. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never. You said you never lost before. Exactly. Never lost. Never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, are you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in the court of law. Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts. This guy's the real deal, alright. Doesn't seem like all the persecutors are the real deal. So we finally meet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Oh, then we're Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for dogs, even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Wright. What is it? Pretty familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. I wonder how much you can withstand before you, in your case, breaks into. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. You again. My name is known as S for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. So he's legendary only being 6 months old? That's okay. He's so confident that before he sent his calling card, he's so confident that he sent his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card and lured each other. His pattern is to always go after the only most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask there. Fits his MO to a T. So the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Godot, what are you... We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than a moonless night, hotter than and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Very well. It's only coffee, after all. What? Can't let him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you going to do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that I wasn't Master Mask stole the urn. Alright, let's get to it. Have you been involved in influence association from the beginning? Yep. Nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. True. I'm a Zavar... Shut up. Author on thief. An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. Nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except maybe the thief's mom, that is. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Zavari, do you? Who is this person? Zavari? He sounds German. His name is Luke after me, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? Guess he's not all that famous after all. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. Seems you're not the expert you claim to be. Looks like the thief's toying with me even now. Have you seen all these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Except, the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crimes occurred. Detective Abney stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. Is the calling card that Lily Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature. We're not releasing that information to the general public. The judge will be certain this card is real. I'm sure you can't say it out loud, but I think he's talking about Master Mask's emblem. His 5th heist, and your 5th screw-up, huh? Objection, pal. That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I was screwed up 4 times. This last time wasn't my fault. I didn't have the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me? Oh, looks like he's really got it in for Detective Admin. I mean, I would too. Art pieces. Like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous tear Adamant. What's that? Seems kind of... It's supposed to be a salty teardrop. No, sir. A blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bongora. You know, the thing you put on your head. So that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Megina, sir. Detective Admin received the portrait of Megina and returned it to the museum. And the target of his fifth last robbery was the sacred urn, right? But isn't it difficult of him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections. Somehow, Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. Ugh, I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. 100% certain it's authentic. And there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. Finally, his target was an art piece. These are all parts of thief's modus operandi. And so, since the robbery seems to fit all these conditions, that's right, means that the Master is behind it. Nick, it definitely looks like it was Master who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way whether Rondelay is Master Mask. But also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, so let alone in connection to Mr. Delay himself. So even though we know it was Master Mask that did it, maybe for the time being I should try to show it wasn't Master Mask that did it. So I gotta figure out something that says it's not him. Can I argue that it has no value? Okay, so I was correct. It doesn't have any value, but it's apparently priceless. Because we were told earlier that there's pretty much no value after it was inspected. Can I ask something, little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in the question is making me nervous. You say that he always got for the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. Supposedly, priceless urn doesn't rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Hey, it can't be such a terrible thing. No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Professor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the secret urn was not the work of Master Mask. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument itself, well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this the last robbery work of Master Mask or not? What do you say about this, Mr. Godot? I fucking love coffee. It's coffee here. It's now a special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or bitterness. That's the only thing I got on my mind right now. Mr. Trite? What? You're really a man. You should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. You're saying it wasn't Master Mask that stole the urn. Then it must be someone imitating Master Mask's method. A fake. A fake to mask? Fake to mask? Sounds ridiculous. I don't like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lonely Taylor then has to see a fake. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Looks like I'm going to have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lonely Taylor then was in fact faked mask. So, it went off once. Proof that it wasn't him. So my guess is right now is the golden statue, because that's like the founder. The camera data. I took that red diamond received the other day instead. Uh-uh. I think I will go with the golden statue first. Okay, so it's not that one. So it is the photo that, but something is wrong about it. So we'll take a look at this one, and then we'll take a look at this one. I gotta figure out what the missing link is here. He's missing. Ooh, he's missing the giant emblem on his chest. The proof is right here. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you will notice something is particular about it. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us what about this picture so peeked earlier. It's right here. It's right here, of course. You mean mess to mess? I have here a piece of reference I'd like to take a look at. Isn't the Pavilion photo I just bought this morning? The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damascus' chest. A breach, here. Bailiff. You have a horse? Get my steed. We need to retreat at once. A brooch, Your Honor. It's sort of a clasp for the one's cape off. A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now. But the mask in the security camera photo. Ah, he has no brooch. That brooch is the same as the emblem on the mask calling card in search of a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this mask is a fake. I've been fooled again. Order. It's true, and undeniably true. I'd like to gumshoe. How could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I'm not. It's been 3 games. How does this man keep doing this? Hey now. You're gonna have a pity party. Invite me too. Mr. Godot. You deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? The brooch you're talking about? Is it right here? Oh, fuck off. Do you mean this? Huh? That's Master's brooch. Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got out the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? It must be the Amy face statue. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for a crucial evidence. Is it? Ugh, this guy's one cool customer. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? Godot 107. That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. Referring to Rondelight's fingerprints. What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch. Ain't no way. Order in the court. Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my little talent girlfriend here. Take good care of her. It appears been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth up in the back. So there must have been a big struggle then at the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. Mrs. Godot. And you get burnt. Been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. Doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness in the courtroom. Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? Junpei or 1 second is one drip of the coffee. But let's hurry it up. Coffee drinkers. Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? Survive. The truth is once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor, a coffee maniac, and that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Look at Me, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They'd either be best friends or tear each other's heads off. I've heard of that night of the crime. You were all on security detail. You have heard correctly. I specially made monocles worth more than 100 detective gumshoes. If detective gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Why was this guy all by himself anyways? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it. He's the mask. Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the dates changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous the mask, substantially descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow on my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. 30 minutes later? So you didn't get the clear look at the crime. I especially made the monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall into my visual range. Of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening. Well, subtle timer, let me explain. We're not speaking of any ordinary thief. But the king of thieves, the great master mask, my archenemy. Now, the fact that he's glazing him, he has to be him himself. He's glazing himself by glazing his archenemy. That is what my instincts and years of experience tell me. Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, that would be 1 o'clock in the morning of the 12th, correct? That is an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A trick question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it? After this point, I've tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. And she was also they never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before. Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I'd be putting my pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was one applying pressure. On your pigeony head, that is. In any case. Can't seem to say anything. From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor attended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, my ears were looking to listen for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak upon me. It can only be due to his suddenly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. Oh, soft-soled shoes. I hereby W Ace Dunt. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened. Oh, that's difficult to part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all I can recall. It's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately, I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. It should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with this photo? Good. Let's continue with the testimony. Titan unconscious, and you weren't able to do that. That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, Sir Lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Huh? Well, actually, yes, by a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out. And you lost your memory, too. You see? You have no right to look down on me then, don't you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory is because I have more brains to begin with. You may have the brains, but the water into the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then... Took 30 minutes. About this 30 minutes. My silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold. So, what happened during these 30 minutes? Now I can say, Your Honor. That span of time has surely vanished into the ether. So what is he going on about? There's something suspicious about that at me. How could he have not noticed when the thief came in? Also, he said he was not unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why was it just an obvious lie? I didn't want to click the wrong one. Well, first of all, let's just bring back to this part. So, if he was knocked out unconsciously, how does this explain this? Because they claimed it was a struggle, but there was no struggle. How to get written off? I'm so smart. Mr. Admin, can you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? Uh-huh. This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis. Mask the Man. It is, in point of fact, the brooch. It's found on the floor of the basement warehouse. Wonder how that happened. I limit to my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. Clearly so strong as of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Aha! We can only do this if the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person in the security that night. You, Detective Atme. Yeah. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness. Giving false testimony is a serious fraud. No. It's just a moment, Sir Alzheimer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. True measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? Talk too much. Witness. So you know something that you and the thief fought? Hold on. It's quite enough. Your Honor. Excuse me? Coffee. Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. I look at me. Agree completely. Freak. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the red door from the brief moment. However, I guess we cannot be so easily discombobulated. Fortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. The true gentleman fights with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam. And that's all she wrote. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of the master mask. Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. Seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. That's certainly understandable. I myself was confused about which testimony goes to which case. That can't be good. So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to go check the data. So I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer. The sensor. What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are places in the basement someone could have entered and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat detecting, infrared, and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. A lot of hardware. Is it all yours? Slowly tell the department store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Actually, security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, Has that cleared up any doubts you have about me, Sir Lawyer? We'll try that again, actually. So that computer belonged to Lily Clear as well? Correct. Well, except for the programming that manages the data. It was supposed to be designed by me, look at me. In that case, you could easily manipulate the data. What's wrong, Sir Lawyer? So this can be false. There could be a second photo. What does that mean? Discombobulated? Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die when everyone forgets until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyways? Now I've forgotten. What was I saying? Jeez, it's better than It's better than old people who forgot they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, looks like we've cleared up that up. I'm going to just money. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, the thief had no idea that I, like me, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door in the warehouse. You mean the sword that was all twisted like a breacher image? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the Shishito. So the thief armed himself with a sword. And note about yourself, witness. You have that much faith in your own fighting abilities. But of course, in college, I was the second in charge of the boxing club. I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Master Mask. This guy's a real piece of work. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was power-icious. Power-icious? I assumed the at-me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. You were blinded? So what was this flash of light that blinded you? I was bathed in that golden light. That seemed to come from the statue of the woman. Statue in me, I'm guessing. Wasn't very much up at all. What is it? He's hiding something, but why? Yeah. Just one more time. Let me see this at-me fighting style, bro. What is this at-me fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I can't really say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing to put is your back into the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it? The at-me fighting style? Mr. Wright. Back against the wall. Not that one. We'll just say it was. Of course it was important. We've learned a detective's secret technique, that's all. Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone at night. Add it to the testimony. But the piece below landed upon my third eye. Where is this third eye you're talking about? Oh. It's right between my left and right eyebrows. Quite invisible to the enlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like. I just in the first place. Sorry, it looks like the creases in your forehead are getting deeper. So I'm gonna try to make a hit in the forehead then. So he says, I had a funny feeling about that. So do I. So you were hit on the forehead. But you said you were hit in the back of the head. Detective at me. Your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun is this, sir lawyer? It's surely a pleasure to cross swords with you. Now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlets at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the cat still wearing his way inside besides the door. And my arch nemesis struck me in the head from behind with this screw smite him here. From behind, huh? I just know you testified that he took you on the forehead. I hardly think you can forget where you hit in the head. It seems I've made another mistake. Detective Admin, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they're going to help with security. She used to suspicious myself. I've always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong. To err is human. To forgive divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. Oh, this is a moment I need to save in. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Mr. Wright, what is exactly you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that... Yeah, you're Master Mass, bro. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is Master Mass. Ooh, he did not like that. Order of the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? There are too many unethical parts to Mr. Enemy's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues of the place overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, Master Mass. But, Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Master Mass. The security camera belongs to Lily Taylor's department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn. So the ace detective is actually an ace thief. The true witness. Damask Samuel is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. Your very clever dose comes to a conclusion. I'm impressed, sir, lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective at me. Motherfucker. Coffee on my face, it burns. Godot blends number 102, my personal favorite. But Mr. Godot, the ace detective is actually an ace thief. That's my best-selling novel. There's only one problem, that simply isn't true. Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made a reaching point tonight. I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of a whole cloth, but it is in fact nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Wright. Detective really is a thief, and show us the proof of your claim. But I better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. That is hot coffee on that man's face. He is getting third-degree burned as we speak. This court would like to see the decisive proof you have. Quickly. Huh? Oh yeah, of course. You're right, Nick. I mean, it looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. Can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves me to look at me is in fact mask. I don't think we have it yet. Proof? Of course, I've got nothing. Just what I thought. Man has to hold. I don't know what he said. Oh, I see. Oh, you had some evidence to back up your assertion. I'm never gonna chance for this as the thief. Oh, oh good, I'm just not ready yet. Oh. You shouldn't give him let us lose this? So you've come to your senses, have you, sir lawyer? I didn't give it time at all. Seems a cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness is lifted. Mr. Godot, if anything further... Oh. Is it on? Ooh. Who are you? That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it. You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well, that's the sacred urn. Nick, it's the urn. Order. You, madame. That urn, where did you find it? You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Fancy's detective. Look at me. Oh, Desi, you're the best. Ah. This fucking urn has gone through so much. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Ratman? Even you were gonna have a hard time losing out of this one. Huh. Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you want us to say? Yes, Your Honor. Simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. Truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Abney was involved? Before casting aspiration detective at me, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight. Is that correct? Hey, Snorlax, how you doing today? Yes, what about it? Huh, how charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go for to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? The wife of the criminal. You have discovered the stolen anywhere. Including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It only doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it from the detective's office. Hey, Reina. How are y'all two doing today? Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Right. Any more can only compound the tragedy which we've been witness to. You doing good? I'm glad to hear it. You're wrong. I'd never do such a thing. Mr. Light. Please, Nicky boy. You've got to help me talk some sense into these people. Must be some way. I gotta prove. Because there's gonna be any fingerprints on that. What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say? Hey, come on, this should be easy to prove. Oh, we checked out that bag, didn't we? You're right. I remember doing that. Eating some good toast and New Year's cake? How was your day? I'm gonna be real with you. I woke up 2 hours before stream. But other than that, I'm kind of having a nice chill day. Whatever was in there was hard and round and smooth too. Yes, it must have been there, and it must have. But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. At just walked in, we were to look at it. So even if it was the urn, I can't testify that it was. Right. I was wrong about you, Mr. Wright. In this town overflowing with lies, there's still a single flickering candle of truth. I keep away. Well, sure, I never actually saw the urn. We can test from another angle. I can prove what the urn was. By the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come on now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. Yeah, go on. Good. Now, I'd be perfectly interested if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who guarded the urn in the first place. In any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be on the evidence or anything. But if I was right, the witness fingerprints wouldn't mean anything anyways. Wait, what are you gonna do now? I'm too far to turn back now. Someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. I'm doing the plug one as a lock right now. Which game? Would it be Adrian Andrews? I mean, she wiped them off clean though, but You wouldn't have touched it. You can't. Pokemon Sword? Oh, yeah. Those ones are always interesting because of the natures of encounters. What's a Nuzlocke? It's essentially like hard mode, I guess, for Pokemon. You can only catch one per route. Yeah, that part too. If they faint, they're considered dead and you can't use them. And you can only catch one per route. So you have a limited amount of Pokemon to choose from, and you can't really choose what you want either. There's other rules, like such as you can't like over level or anything, so you're forced to always be. Yeah. Anyways, let me get Adrian Andrews. Okay, so he did clean that. What? Arno was put in the bag, carried yesterday. Oh. It's me. You get one encounter in the wild area per gym badge. That's fair, considering the wild area is pretty big. So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyways? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey Nick, come on, open that up. Hey, wait a minute, please open this private property. Don't be so fuddly dovely, please. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. It's true that I didn't get the chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? I remember very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Adme's office. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingers on after that was yesterday, at the Adme Detective Agency. Huh. This blend. Got out blend 117. I've decided. A little too bitter after all. Order. I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on there, and... What are you saying? Yes, I finally broke them down. You're the mask, aren't you, Mr. Wright? Okay, good luck, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy's nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I'm the one and only Master Math. I hope you enjoyed my little performance. Uh-huh. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Adme's condition? He's still in the lobby laughing insanely, Your Honor. Wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, looks like the matters been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching with the title of thief. Nick, you right after all. Yeah. Guess Mr. Light wasn't really the thief. Don't you fucking do it, Ron. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron DeLight. Fucking knew it. You're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. Or, I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I want to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing the treasures. It's me, I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it, pronounce me guilty, please. Ron, you're an idiot. Yeah, he fucking is. I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you think this is, but... The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Mr. Godot, don't you stand there drinking coffee? Huh. Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. You're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you mean. You are masked, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir, I'd be happy to. He says I'd be happy to, Nick. Kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. The boy only gets one chance of his life. Become a man. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. Okay then. Talk. We're all listening. Oh well. Let's just have a listen to this confession. This is stupid. This is fucking stupid. Bro. Come on. The truth is, I've been messed for all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not asking mess, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. I donned my costume the night and dancingly attended upon the pine scene. Look. You can see right there in the photo, it's me. As for my brooch, I snagged on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. I don't like the direction this trial was taken. That's just how every trial goes, at least with me anyways. You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Godot, you're embarrassing me. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Damas. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. Hi, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way. Just stop talking. You may think you're the real Damas, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity. I mean, believe me, I've got my own reasons. The way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. Harder. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. She wouldn't. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals. True. If that's the case, well, why do you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. Just say I'm a Desi-holic. So we have a complicated fish sushi net to roll. Alright, that's enough. Please continue testimony. I beg of you. Shut up. I thought you were going to be the one that showed us the proof. You know, that you're the real Damask and not just a sus fanboy. You know, that's not fair. I have to do the hard work anyways. Just because you're the one making the outrageous claim for a change. Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Blight couldn't have committed the crime. You're on the fancy law degree. It's time to put to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron possibly couldn't be masked. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to set strategy. Try to show that Mr. Blight couldn't have stolen the arm. I mean, I have the proof. I know what it is. It's his fucking wallet, but excuse us that real quick. You've got an alibi. I've been a judge for no long time, and this is the first time I've heard such a defendant brag about having no alibi. But I tell you, I was in Lonely Taylor tonight. Or no, that's too vague even for me. For numerous pints, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on, what is it, Nick? What was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyways? You can prove he had an alibi for all, this case would be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... You think you can prove that? Look, I'm gonna smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can. Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows that the defendant has an alibi? I mean, I do. I have the evidence. Or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate crookie? Oh, I've never seen you this angry before. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last feature that's pathetic. I was more confident than angry. Well then, let's see the evidence already. Here's his wallet. Mr. Light, this wallet belongs to you, that's correct? Ah, yes, it does. I've lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. Ah, no, you don't understand. This is the point of evidence. Here, his wallet. It's crazy. Yeah, I know, right? But it works. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delay, when did you first notice you lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Jesse and I went off dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at the KB security headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB security at that night. No! How could you say no at the fact that you have an alibi? So if the candidate was at KB security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has no watertight alibi. Oh. Furthermore, considering the distance between Little Lake Taylor and KB security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by the car. According to Larry, anyway. Well, Mr. Godot, you have anything to say? I fucking love coffee. Stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. Oh my fucking god. You're the only one who calls me Mr. Thief, Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delay all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Being there is worse than being on the current crime scene. He would rather be proven guilty than being proven wrong. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at the cave security? Someone must have planted it there to make me look like I was there, not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped it at your wallet when you took it to use this, didn't you? The key card is KB's CEO office. No. That was a pretty good try, Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB security in the middle of the night anyways? Well, Mr. Wright? Looks like he needs some more evidence after all. This stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went out to KB security at 1 a.m. in the night. The fact that he's being blackmailed, of course. Honestly, you would too? No. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's... What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the content. Blackmail? Yes. Basically, it says, bring $50 grand. $50K. It certainly sounds like blackmail, alright. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with blackmail himself. In KB Security CEO office, a full half hour away from the scene of the crime. Ugh. No! You know, I also drink coffee. Except it's tea. Order. So when the theft occurred, the defendant was at KB security. Perfect case for the defense. You may have seen as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godot Blend 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no. Guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof. I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think about that. At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim the defendant entered the CEO's office. You need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, I think we have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. Leave me with that, Mr. Wright. There's someone else who can testify. Fucking Larry! Oh! This is the person who can testify the key card was used at 1 a.m. that night. I know who it is, but I don't want to do it. You're so right. Who's this useless-looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise from my throat. Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He couldn't remember what he said 5 seconds ago. Of course he can't remember that. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyways, this man was working guard at KB Security that night. Oh. The question at hand is the key card. Yep, that's the key card that he's in the building network. According to the security number, this one's for the CEO's office. You need to get it into that room and use it every time you use the card, it leaves a record. Yeah, tells exactly where into the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing the keycard's data. And how do we do that? Nah, he's real. Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I wasn't able to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here. So what does it show? Each card has its own serial number and they leave a detailed record of the use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. at the morning of the crime. Yeah. But that means it can't be Mr. Light that there's just mess in this photo. Huh. Looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't enough time to brew up a good cup of joe. So then... Ron DeLay was clearly in the office of the KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be masked to mask. Good job, you did it, Nick. That's enough. I became perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Threatening with the title of thief. Deja vu. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment before I do that. Do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron DeLay, not guilty. We did it. We got you not guilty. So stop being sad. Court is now adjourned. Nick, you did it. You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy. I'm Mr. Light. I knew you could do it. I've listened to you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. Blessing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. What do you think of your client? Freak. He was so delusional, he almost got himself arrested. If it wasn't for the fact that we knew a guy working with him, he was cooked. I've never seen someone want to be guilty for a crime they didn't commit. Also, he's like a wimp. And that's not a bad thing per se, but like I mean, there was 1-5. I mean, yeah, but like even his own wife says like, yeah, when he wants to be, he can be kind of like good with it, but those times are few and far between. And I know he has like this whole like stash of Damask stuff, but the personality doesn't match the crime, you know? Like, there's just a mountain of evidence against him being that. It's like, just come on, man. I know you want to be like this person, but if you want to be like this person, then they obviously wouldn't admit to the crime. You have too much guilt to be the bad guy. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Oh, pearls. I've got a bad feeling about this. Who is this woman? Oh, God. Oh, she's nobody, just, You're blushing. How are you doing this, Miss McMaya? She slapped me. You should be ashamed of yourself. Ow. She slapped me. Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick. Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. You feel like he's being for real? Please. Stop believing him. You're gonna get arrested. No, you've got to... Oh, please stop slapping me. Pearl's not playing. How dare you cheat on Maya? Well, anyways, all is well that ends well, right? We've got the secret room back, and the thief's been caught. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Mr. Light, that brought us the urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. You won the case. And why does this guy look so glum? Freak. But I am the thief. It's... Actually, what's the motive now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. I got up. You just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? You got it. What are you doing here? Come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trey. Maybe I should have learned my name before calling me buddy. Oh, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane... Huh? The body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Kane Bullard? What have I heard? The CEO! Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, but body? The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. October 12th. That made him freak me choking my cake. He's a little cuckoo. He has a mask in court and loves coffee. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time where a cheap little was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out by already, haven't you, amigo? Or... have you already forgotten that piece of evidence that I've helped you out with today? Oh, no. At October 12th, at 1 o'clock in the morning, Rondelai was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued of utter rage. What are you saying? Imbued of rage? Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Rondelai was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security. Looks like the alibi that saved him from being infected as a thief is going to be the news that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. No way. Can't be the thief because he was at a murder scene when the murder occurred. No! Why? Can't be true. Oh, but I'm a thief, I tell you. On delay. You're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trey. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, something personal between you two? I've returned from death's hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. Guy, who in the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, I'm gonna say goodbye to Mr. Delight. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, a client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Ronnie! Ain't no way. Arrested for murder on the very same days innocent of larceny. What's gonna happen next? They tricked me! I thought that was the end of the case! You know, we were this close to having a trial that wasn't murder related. This fucking close. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but the poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office and the murder occurred. No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. At least from what I understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well... How about we get started looking into this cave security murder? I think I'm going to head back to Curran Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm going to have to bring this urn back and have some people look at it. Well, that's a good idea. No, go with... No, Mr. Maya, you should stay here. If it ain't no murder and it ain't a security period, you know... I was hoping that wasn't the case. I want you two to spend some quality social time together, full of love and happiness. And Pearl's is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder, so... Now remember, no fighting, okay? So what about the pink splatters on the urn? She's gone. Okay, now, I'm gonna get on this murder investigation. So what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get there and investigate the murder. Well, first, we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? Well, there's an ad break, so I'm gonna hold off. Ugh. I'm gonna take this time to go get some water. Ugh. Joke's on you. I was out of my chair. I was already stretching. needed that water. So why is this stuff still in here? Next time then, yeah. Alright, ads are over. I cannot continue. I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy. Speaking of asking around, I got my few questions of my own from Mr. Delay. Okay, well, let's be sure to go to the detention center too. You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, right? You bet. But there's something a little different about it. Don't at me, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Amy, like I always used to. Huh. Oh yeah, you're right. Plus the vessel has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repair accidentally turned Mystic Amy's name to I am. And that repair was one mechanically unsealed little pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. It's possible the urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearls will find out about that when she gets back to Carrion Village. Yeah, I suppose. I didn't think about it. Maya hasn't been back to Carrion Village in a long time. So, I guess people still go to Carrion Village to do their training, right? Yep. If you want to become a spirit medium, you need to go undergo severe training. So why have you been training, Lady Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. Channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're gonna train, you gotta be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen. Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village. It happened because the power of her channeling was misused. When a medium uses the carrying technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. But wasn't the point of that case was that she wasn't channeling? That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? Suppose not, but because I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. Seems like being the master of Crane is going to be a heavy responsibility. Let's see if she says anything about these. This was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. So does that mean Detective Abney put it there himself? That's the only explanation I can think of. I guess he wanted to make sure it looks like he'd struggle with the thief that night. This was found in the building where the crime took place on the very night of the murder. And according to the time record and the key card inside, yeah, it was used around the time of the murder. Doesn't sound very good, huh? Let's talk about the blackmail. Mr. Delight was being blackmailed, huh? But the CEO of the security company he used to work for. What is the CEO doing blackmailing someone? Yeah, looks like it. Sounds like we need to do some more poking around. You gotta watch yourself and not do anything naughty either, Nick. Was that a threat? You trying to blackmail me now? Everything else is pretty much the same. Oh, let's talk about this Binky Dink Dink. Still bent, isn't it? Detective Abney said it got bent when the thief hit him on the head with it. Well, looks like he ended up the bent one after he turned to be the thief. He must have damaged the sword himself to back up his naughty story. Yeah. Guess he really does have a brownie mind, huh? Alright. Anything... Oh, I can still... These are all... Why are they new? Charlie, the... These are the same tags. Nothing changed. Let's go here. I want to see if there's anything different here. Oh, this place is literally crawling with cops. What did you expect? Now that they know he was actually masked to mask, this must be incredibly embarrassing for him, don't you think? Yeah. I guess they're trying to make up for it by turning this list apart. Hey, I just noticed. Kumshu was nowhere to be seen. Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. Wasn't he in charge of the mask-to-mask investigation all the way up to yesterday? Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He says something like, there's nothing like a good old murder case, pal. Points for the quality impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. Can't wait for him to actually say that in 3 seconds. Ah. Nothing is available to be touched. Interesting. Might as well out here. Master Max hideout. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya. It's like, all I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess I ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please. Please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. But Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. I gathered that part. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. You asking for your help is the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Mr. Light had such a vulnerable side. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying he's a thief. I already told you that's just a fantasy for him. Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? Why do you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Is that the green Among Us in the green bottle? He looks like one. I'm pretty sure that's a hole. I'm going to ignore the Among Us. He's so honest he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief. The very idea. Guess I just don't get it. Huh? Get what? I can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. Not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyways. What? For you? Mr. Light, do you know about KB security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there. The entire case has been saying otherwise. And yet, according to what we heard today, was once. Yeah. Ronnie quit, he doesn't work there anymore. Looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. Maybe security is only about 20 minutes away, by motorcycle it is. Larry told me it took 30 minutes by car. That's because she's a freak who goes fast. Well, I have to admit, I tend to pretty fast on my bike. To make it the KB security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go there ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Mr. Light told us the location uses KB security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. Oh, yeah. So was it really love at first sight when you met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was working one day when 2 robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in the corner, so I thought that. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. No offense, Phoenix, you're kind of a coward. Oh, I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went up to those 2 knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. So I just want to point out that this guy right here, he's I, you know, if you're going to be a robber, probably shouldn't have a clear. Please stop it, he screamed. I can see the robber's face has turned pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. And crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the 2 robbers. All by himself, he came to save me, a total stranger. All by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, it's a great story. Yes. He may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. I mean, that's a fair story. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me after getting taken hostage. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. It's been 3 times currently that you've been... So far, it's been in 2 games 3 times. I'm expecting another Maya situation in this game too. It's only right. Alright, let's go talk to McGee here first. I already told you, it's not me. A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. I don't have enough time as is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief. Now they got a murder case on his hands. Guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge, too. Come on, we'll just come back later. Okay, so, never mind. I've been told to go fuck myself. This is the CEO's office. Can we talk about the white outline inside the safe? I guess this is where it went all down. Where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. No? When I think of CEO, I think high building top, glass panes, overlooking like the city or something. What does it got to do with anything? Hey, 2 guys. Oh, it's a Tactic Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh, pal? Sure was, pal. Prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, feel for you. Well, that's not like you at all. I thought it'd be more like, oh, that was great. You just got what you deserved, pal. Or something like that effect. Wait, really? Something like that to you, pal? The gumshoe fits? Well, anyway. Point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes, I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Oh. I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. He helped save you! Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Examine first. Wow, this safe is unbelievable. I bet 4 pearls would fit in there. And it's got a bunch of doohickeys attached to it. Pretty amazing. Alright, motion sensors, heat sensors, weight sensors. Hey Nick, come on. open it and take a look. If I broke into one of these, wouldn't that set me down at the path to Hoodlumville? This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was opened? I don't think so. So you mean... yeah. The string shows where and how the corpse was lying. You mean... the victim... he was killed by being crushed to the safe door? She can't be serious, can't she? The body was in the safe. Come on now. Wow, look at that huge faint photo. All mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky. But how did he die? Good question. I need the autopsy report for that. We'll probably get it from Gumshoe when we talk to him, honestly. But that can wait. I gotta explore and touch everything. There's a title written on the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? Either this guy didn't get out enough, or he really had brought him with the weather. Hey now. Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Let's move to the CEO's desk. A lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, this is like a super soft chair. Let me try it out just for a second. Ooh, nice. Just like a CEO. Hey you, let me have a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life. The victim said in the church she was brutally killed, you know. That got her out fast. So, he was around here when he was murdered. So his body was stuffed in here. Interesting. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Why did you touch it? Hey, cut it out. Don't touch that. That's pretty funny. I never knew just as a guntree could jump like that. What is that button anyways? An emergency buzzer. It's right there on the panel. Oops, you're right. It's written right here. And like, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? This alarm's connected to the basement's guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime. Oh, so when the CEO's attacked... Do you think he maybe pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about the... So I asked around there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullet, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. Better we go talk to that guard about that buzzer. Also, depending on where the CEO's office is, I don't like the idea of the security guards being on the basement floor. This is some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid. You can't get in between these two shelves. Don't train yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel. So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? They filled up bunches of files. Yeah. Files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. Be good at reading. You got insomnia. Something more a bit exciting, like UFOs or something. Creature. Check out this big thick binder here. Putting the security guards as far away as possible to the CEO office makes no sense. That's what I'm saying. Especially this place is high up. By the time there's an actual threat, he's cooked. Leave it to the heavy listening to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just as low hard in the eyes. Ah! What did you find out, Nick? This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file's about Master Max. So info on him. What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and crime scenes. Hey Nick, look at the last page. The list. What's he? Tier of Enamon, 100 grand. It's like a list of all the treasures the Master stole. So is 100 grand the value of the stolen item? Neither the secret spies will help us later. I mean, we know. So Ronnie was delusional. He was probably delusional while working here. But why did the CEO... He's not the CEO. It's because... Wait a second. This was never addressed to Ronnie. This wasn't addressed to Ronnie, bro. It was addressed to that fucking piece of shit. And somehow, either Look At Me managed to give it to Ronnie, or it was given to Ronnie in the first place, but it was addressed to him the entire time. Oh my god. That's silly. So the red diamond is probably the jewel he was given after giving back the painting. This is something. We're gonna see more of that fuck. So the 100 grand value is the stolen item. No, the number sounds kind of low to me. I think I better click a copy of this list. It's a good thing I looked at that, huh? That's a gumshoe. What else would you know about the murder? Okay. But the thing is, really not supposed to. Hey, come on. What about we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now. We need help. Okay. I'll tell you. Just don't try to crown me, pal. My stomach is not feeling okay. Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. Oh, that's what he looks like. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of the KB Security and had a pretty big fella in his own right. Kane Bullard. Kane Bullard Security. Okay. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room. Happened exactly the same time as the mask. The mask was still in the urn, huh? Ah. I get it. So, Look At Me knew about the blackmail letter. I'm thinking he gave it to Ron somehow. I don't know how he knew about Ron's delusionality or whatever. And while the same time was happening, I'm still missing a bit of clues there, though. Happened exactly the same time Master was still in the air, huh? So why did it take almost the entire day to discover the body? It's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe. Yeah, there it is. Safe? Well, that's pretty big. No one had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, how he came. So the body fell out. That white string must be the shape where he fell out. I think we still need more information about Mr. Bullard. Maybe we can start by getting the man's name right. Yeah, so Mr. Detective Admick. So what happened to Master Mask? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! He keeps yelling. No. I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyways, right? Oh, you mean Detective Admick. Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved. Now that's the detective I know him of. Think about it. Atme was always around when the calling card showed up. but he's always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. It's the lamest thing I've ever heard. So you just knew he was the thief. I mean, I got it off intuition, but you guys couldn't really figure it out either, so... That explains how he's able to retrieve the stolen item he's bragging about. So creepy to open his safe and his body comes out. Yeah. That's something you like see in a horror movie. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective. That's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Edamon case. There was a witness in that one. A witness? Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. The thief is already under arrest. You guys can keep it. It's gonna say Kane, isn't it? Hey, this card here. Haven't I seen... Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. It's him. No. Please. Have I seen him around before? Pretty small, so it's hard to see, but now that she mentions it... Please don't tell me it's who I think it is. Oh, they're not gonna let me read it, actually? That's unfortunate. Who's that prosecutor? I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that, Mr. Delight. Yeah, I think he did it that quick because he knew it'd hurt more. My gut tells me anyway. So who's that Java-addicted mass maniac anyways? Prosecutor Godot? It's what the enigma, isn't it? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. That's right, he said this first case is the prosecutor. That's true. According to the records anyways, but... No way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in the court. A maverick that gives me goosebumps. Goosebumps? Ew. Yeah. I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular. No, that's not what I meant. That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some dark secret. So, I got the item I needed from here, so let's go see if I can talk to... Oh, wait, what the... Security guard office, yeah. Do not have that motherfucker pop up on my screen. Oh, this is really something else. Security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure. Considering you just walked in here? Yeah. Hey, the security guard. Uh-oh, I just remembered. Larry might be... Hey, Nick, what's up? Fuck. So he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? You get my? You get my? Watch yourself, buddy. You get my sweet little Mai with you, too. Hi, Larry. I was working my fingers to the bone. You know, what's an angel? I got no time for a daytime date. It's all good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the blood murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Punch him in the face. Let's take him the easy way out. Well, but about the murder case. Boy, I got some good info for you. Not gonna lie, Blue suits him. Blue suits him, but security guard doesn't. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya. Calm yourself. But Nick, here's a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. That was then and this is now. I need you killed. Something is written on this poster in fine print. The guard's 5 commandments. Oh, that sounds serious. See what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. 2, respect thy superior. Smile at thy superior. Salute thy superior. Buy donuts for thy superior on command. They're just fucking mall cops. It's signed... Oh. Fuck. Fuck. We can't escape her. It's signed Wendy Olbeck, head supervisor. She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with her real, genuine ray gun. She's still carrying that shit? Yeah, sounds scary, alright. Well, fortunately she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Hey Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it? That's right. Do you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever? Yeah, sure. Also to never ever touch that lever. Just go and hopped at me. Something terrible would happen if you do. Got a greenhorn? So why hang your jacket on such an important lever? Because it got me curious. The jacket's weight pulls the lever down. They call an accident. Edgeworth's favorite character for real? I don't believe you. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what will happen, huh? It's true. It's killing me too. What about you, Nick? Yeah, but for a different reason. Oh, take a look at these things here. Hey Larry, what is that? What did you say? Hey man, it's not like I have to know. It's not like I have to know what they do to do my job. We just kind of thought they were decoration or something. Oh boy. How did this guy ever get a job here anyways? Honestly, I see why it's a part-time job. This man would get fired pretty fucking quickly. The screens there show what's going on all over the building. Everywhere. My job to keep a steady eye on them. All of them. I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you. Can you watch regular TV on these too? If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry. Hey, Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get really TV on it. And how do you know that, Larry? This is my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation, alright? No. No, Larry, it wasn't. That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? Keep a steady on the monitors instead of communicating. Look at all this equipment. Must be hard to operate. No biggie. I think there's an instruction manual somewhere in this room. Somewhere. The green screens remind you of Pokemon. You know, looking at it, the 8-bit, it kind of does, yeah. Somewhere. Instruction manual. You can do in an emergency. Well, I guess I'd start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. Hate you. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would calmly look for her reading glasses. That's what us security professionals call teamwork. Even my own pros could run this place better. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? That was a compliment. That's my partner's seat. Your partner? Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady. There's tea spilled all over that machine, you know. Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess. Oh, I got the old bag achievement. That was for this case. Interesting. I thought I simply missed it from the last game. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, bro. You can just give me information for free. He wants a bribe. I thought he wants professional more. You know, honest. Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. It's a good info. Hey, I like that. This kitten's got some claws. Okay, you really want to know? Yes, so tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Ron DeWitt was an employee here. Naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. 1 year ago, Ron DeWitt was fired. There was no warning at all. It just kind of happened all of a sudden. I know this was a small company, but I think they was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. Huh. No, that's just you. He had a wife. So what's it like being a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by alright, I guess. First, let's keep my eye on those monitors. All the time. Monitors? There's security cameras in each room around the building. I'm noticing there's not one for the CEO's office. I mean, that's kind of fair. CEO doesn't want to be spied on, but at the same time, if something happens like the murder, it's a double-edged sword, I suppose. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes gonna fall out. Oh. If I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? Security teams for this company. They're supposed to be best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so it's something small, so I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically just watch TV screens all day. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me. I can't operate an equipment, and I'm dumb. Well, even if it is a part-time and you are dumb, you still are in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. I'm trying to pin the whole thing on me. Not fair, Nick. Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Yeah. Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right? Bitch. Bitch. Oh no, something spelled bad and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I always say. That was then, this is now, okay? Can I even do something here? You know what? Let me see if there's anything I can even do here. On the night of the crime, you were you working harder than you were supposed to? What? Huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? Didn't you sneak out of the work just yesterday to go see Mr. Delight? That was that, and this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night, too? Never, I didn't sneak out. I'll tell you what, I even bet you $1. $1, wow, that's confidence. What's that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Another one. Even evidence out of my vision, or you just pull my chain. Is it the wallet? Because you found the wallet. Because you found the wallet outside of the office. This wallet. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar. You hand-delivered this wallet to Mr. Light yesterday. Give me a break. You can't seem to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was 1 in the morning on the first floor. One o'clock in the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. He would get fired for this reason alone. He would be fired for that reason alone. You're supposed to be guarding something and you got... Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murder that night was a second before then. What do you mean by that? The murder had snuck in before 10 p.m. and it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I get the feeling he doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, the killer snuck into the CEO's office at 10 p.m. during your shift. Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to anyone you know. The keycard data was already made public to the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant considering a part-time guard. Anyways, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was definitely used at 1 a.m. the time of the murder. No way. Yes, someone used this to in the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime. Right in the middle of your shift. Oh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility on this time. No. I knew it. It's all my fault. Yeah. My fault the boss was killed. My fault. It definitely is. Larry. There's nothing I can do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened to that anyways? My Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? Got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was sitting next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. Listen, terrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy sucking her in the kisser. You know what? That's... I do feel bad for him on that one. Imagine your girlfriend says like, yeah, I'm cheating on you, and then the guy beats you up. That's kind of fucked. Normally I'm the one that does the punching. Ain't that right, Maya? Yeah. So, is that why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry. It's not my fault. How can I make it up for it, Nick? What can I do? What? He's curled up on the floor crying like a baby. Oh boy. Nick, anything I can do? Anything. Just name it. I'll do whatever I have to make up for that. I swear I will. Larry. Hey Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't we from the evidence we got? Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Alright, so let's just start presenting everything, huh? Wasn't. Are you just useless? The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right. Just like my heart's connected to yours. Yeah, okay, whatever. Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the personal guard I am. Wow, that's pretty good. Thanks, I try. Do you think you can tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us. Okay, I guess so. Try to be wild. Okay, so there's a new option now. Well, listen carefully, okay, Nick? I know you don't think much of me as a person, but I'm no thief. I would never wear a goofy setup like that. Nobody accused you of being a thief. There's too much for me. Making plans, creating calling cards, etc., etc. I'd rather just pull out a dine and dash at a burger joint. Burgers? I love burgers too. Really? Well, how about it? Wanna go on a burger date tonight? At least pay for the food, because I'm not defending you again. This guy. So this was the card that was used by the culprit last night. Well, going off the serial number, then yeah. That was used by the opening the CEO's office door at 1 in the morning. The client had this card, right? Then it's a no-brainer. He's the killer, man. So, I have an issue with this. Normally, when you were fired, they tend to, you know, remove you from the system. Oh, that's the wallet I found. You found it when you snuck out of work to get talked to the kisser, right? I didn't sneak out of work to get talked to the kisser. Only I'd been more responsible at work. I might have spotted the murderer on the morning like I was supposed to. Alright, you really do feel bad, don't you? Yeah, well, maybe it's all for the best. I think it brought Desi and I closer to... Just as they say, every cloud has a silver lining. You gotta see that water glass half full, am I right? Now he's trying to something right now. Don't forget, Nick, half full. So what about this? Huh? Maya, you shouldn't have left her for me. No, sorry. This is a blackmail letter. What? How do you know about that, Maya? Huh? How much is Alexis demanding this time? Who is Alexis? Didn't we show him this letter yesterday, too? I'm pretty sure we did. Ancient treasures. I used to have zero interest in all this old junky stuff, but now that I'm a new person, Will, I can kind of see the appeal. Hey, got it. Why don't we all go visit one of those musty old temples next time? I think I can actually learn to like this new area. Yeah, but he says until something useful. I'm a defense attorney. That's not necessary, Nick. You don't have to threaten me. I'll tell you what I know. I know it's tough to tell, but I'm sorry what happened. Wow. I've never seen Larry look so serious. I actually believe him. Yeah, he's like a totally different person. In that case, maybe you and I should get reacquainted. No. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Third floor of the basement. Yeah, no. Why are they 4 floors apart from each other? That's not good. Because also we got people like this fuck who just ignore it. Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. CEO's office is on the 1st floor. Thought it'd be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? So I just didn't think it was necessary. As if he was trying to win an award for the laziest person on the whole planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must have been a record, right? You've had a look at it, right? Of course I did. And I couldn't have possibly have made a mistake either. Do you think you could take one more look at it for me, please? Okay. Just can't say no to you, Maya. The record changed. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake. Negligence on this fucking case. You deserve to get arrested for this alone. What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake. Huh? But how? Can't be. Impossible. Alright, enough already. What about the records? At night, it went off just once. In the morning. At 1 a.m. That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be. Oh my. This is painful. So 102 murder happened. Death at 1 a.m. Hey pal, look at this. Something don't you? About this right here. Okay. So he has nothing for that. Okay, so I'm missing something still. You guys really need to reflect on the way I've been living. But the only problem with all this reflecting, where's the time of love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know? What are you going on about, Larry? Plus, do you honestly have any info on the buzz record? Huh? The record? No, nothing at all. Freak. This was his first fight, and I guess I underestimated him. For sure I was gonna get him. I was so careless and I lost the info on the witness. So I went to see the guard in this photo? Yeah. He and the detective worked together to try to catching the mask. But he got... Oh yeah, anyways, huh? That guard. I get the weird feeling I've seen him around lately. It is him, right? That's right here. So about this. Huh? What's that? Hey, wait a minute, Mana. What's wrong? Don't show them? Okay. My billboard. Pretty big billboard you got there, bro. I really want to show it to me. So... nothing to do about it. Key card. I think we need to ask Michelle about these two more things. Not yet. That we've already did that. Blackmail. About this blackmail letter. Yeah, I've been thinking about more about it. I do, pal. Probably King Buller had been blackmailing Rondell anyway. Well, Mr. Light used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit? I think that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed. Oh, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now. Oh, alright. So the detective Adney wasn't hit in the back of the head after all. That's right, because he was the real Heat. He wanted to look like he was knocked out, so he bent it on purpose. I stick my reputation on that. Reputation. What kind of creep would ruin an antique for that? The thief in the photos taken by the security camera is missing his brooch. Yep. The thing is, there's no evidence that the photo was tampered with. It was definitely taken at 12:50 a.m. I turned to the tables at the shop today with the mystery of this missing brooch. I wonder if there's something more to this missing piece of costume jewelry. Didn't you just say you had nothing to do about it? Remember, don't tell anyone about that emblem, okay, pal? Does the thief ever send these to the police? No, always to the victims. Until now, the victims have always come to us looking for the help, though. That's not what happened this time, you mean? You got that right, pal. Listen up. Just ever get one of these calling cards. I want you to come to us right away, got me? Yeah, sure. Still got no idea why Master Mess would go after a broken old pal like. I mean, this tasteful, old, fairly heirloom. Good point. Why go after a worthless piece of junk like... I mean, worthless in a good way. I mean, this is the first for the guy. Adrian Andrews hired me as a security guard before the calling card even came. Wonder if that has anything to do with how things played out. So, about this. Hey, thanks, pal. You know how to sort through anyways. Hey, what are you doing? Sorry, that thing's all smooth and shiny, so I thought it was a piece of candy or something. I can't believe you ate the whole thing in one go. I almost swallowed it too, pal. Oh, my poor Magatama. That's crazy, that's crazy. Hey, take a look at my attorney's badge. You still showing that to keep the whole thing off? A real man keeps his mouth shut and carries a suave police badge, pal. Why do others still talk about that thing? Is the newspaper El Verani? It's not actually this piece of shit. I guess a good code come here too. The treasures of Crane exhibit is all ruined now. Maya. Sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about the spirit channeling. Maybe we can cheer up somehow. Well, now that we got the secret urn back, maybe we can reopen it? Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Master Desires. That'd probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa. Whoa. Brilliant, Nick. We can clean up and be filthy rich. Woohoo. Oh, that was surprisingly easy. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Andrews. She's still hanging down around here for. So, how's it going? How about the second urn? The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes. It was brought up during the trial today. Wow, really? Really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was the master's wife that found it. Well, anyways, I'm so relieved. I heard all about it on the news. So the detective was actually the thief all along. Looks like that way now. It's my fault. I'm going to end up hiring Damask to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it you hired Detective at me again? About 20 days ago. And when was it that the calling card arrived? That's about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. Guess that's it then. Detective Amy must have really wanted to take her in after all. Guess so. Alright. So Master murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought he was stealing the urn at the time. Oh, ad break. She looks so frazzled. Yahoo! I was stalling the ad for so long thinking that we were almost finished the case, only to be told incorrect. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, ads are finally done. I can continue. I'm like, let's get down to the business already. On the night of the 5th, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. Never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi when he commits the theft himself. Yeah, he was calm in the crime scene photo dressed with his mask pretty well. So glad you got your ticket earned back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. But what is it? Not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. But really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I wouldn't know anything. Why would I? You fixed it. Okay. What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the secret urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Alright, alright. Miss Andrews, you know anything about the secret urn? Don't know anything. I'm in charge of the treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake. You're the one who said it wasn't the same. It's the most obvious explanation. You have any evidence that the urn that's made of the trial is genuine? Uh, you? Alright, well, let me save before I keep fucking that up. Not these ones. Is it? It's not the. It's not the button. So I guess I just don't have it. Try something supposed paint mark. Pink. This block has pink marks on it. And we keep ignoring that fact that it has pink marks on it. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I have anything. I'll just have to leave. Can I talk to the guy yet? No. Hmm. Take a look at this, please. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Kind of cooked here. Because like I talked to him. I'm gonna just look it up real quick, see what I gotta do. Just so I can continue. I mean, according to this, I've done everything correctly, so I'm kind of confused. Like I've Talk to her, yeah. Now, I'm supposed to bring up, this to her, but I did that already. And now I'm supposed to go to the detention center, but he's still not there. Which is weird. Apparently I missed one thing, and I will stop looking at it now that I've seen the one thing I missed. Apparently I was supposed to present the profile of the old man. Wait, his name's Shane? Huh. Gumshoe, tell us more about Shane Bullard. Oh, it's Kane Bullard. Okay, fuck off. It's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bullard, pal. Oh yeah. The victim in this case doesn't make much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyways, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. Hey, Nick. Now's our chance to get more info on the victims. What are you gonna ask? So I missed this part. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of KV Security, right? What kind of company is it anyways? Well, the company basically sent security teams to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had a chance to learn that a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grabber. Really? Me too. I just love money. I never get enough. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You weren't getting to my wallet. Anyways, looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Oh, that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Let me go already. Hold on. Okay, it's not. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets from rival companies. Ooh, pretty dirty underhanded. Yeah, oh, KV Security used to head to security operations against Master Map. What? Really? Yeah, not just screwing up so many times. Company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Yikes. Well, now I can apparently do what I need to do. So it's... There we go. Ah, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright. Until they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see... On the same night, the sacred urn was stolen from the Lordly Taylor department store. A blackmail letter you got summoned you to KV Security to hand over some money. And then that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Oh, okay. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you were Master Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Freak. Yes, it's true. It wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KV Security at the time. So then the person dressed in the master mask in this photo gotta be Detective Adamant. So that night, you didn't go to Lily Tillier, you went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail notes I showed. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked. There's no answer. So then I used the keycard to unlock the door. Probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam. Oh boy. That was definitely Look At Me's figure. So that whole... I'm confused. Because... murder happened at 1. Murder happened at 1. Camera went off at 1. Huh. Was it Kane below that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to, decided to let me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. Oh, you touched the body, dude? That's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams. I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was going to set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid You're not making it look good for yourself. Heck. All of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of seems like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced to quit Cape Security? Ah, how did you know? Don't tell Dusty, please. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Phew, thank goodness. Or no, I mean, suppose I had to tell her sometime. We'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyways? Dusty would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. Never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Dusty spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So it became mass for Desiree, huh? Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Not you, bro. Well, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were on my tail. The Master Mask must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket, and I quickly changed my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh? Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. Let's go in the photo. Is it you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros could see through that in a heartbeat. But as you might suspect, Detective Abney found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Abney found the disguise? Interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Abney got this in his hands. Thanks to that, I got the chance to reclaim my costume. It must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyways, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letter. What? First? Letters? You got them starting when? Tell me more now. Hey, calm down. This is worked up. This blackmail letter. Is this the first one you've gotten? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to specification. So, do you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tier Emerald heist. The first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out your true identity, just like that. Now, it's not easy being a master thief, you know. I got proof it was. You give it up. I don't want to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all the trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? But don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit, the letter is specified. Someone sent me 10 grand. The plant sent the blackmail letters? I don't think so. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or a painting of some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So he actually did steal them? Oh god. So you mean the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. Plans is one letter off from plant? No. After that, I received some plans from a very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. Sounds like Mr. Delight was thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. Ron Delight was master after all. But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. That's not good. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. You try not to look so gleeful about it? So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans, too? Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes. At least I'm told that's okay? Freak. Before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you. Yes? Please don't hurt me. Mr. Campbell, did you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. Never, I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. Then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I guess so. Really clever, Mr. Delight. Guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Mr. Maya. Hey, Pearly. I'm back. Hey, Pearls. So what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to the current vision I've examined. And, what did you find out? There's no need to worry. It's the real urn. Phew. That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's pink, and that they were put on the urn recently. Are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We gotta find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick. We gotta find out how they got there. Okay. We'll go find out how they got there. But please don't forget about me. Okay, so now I can do the thing that I was trying to do earlier. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I'm having this urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out mystery what actually happened here. Nick, let's explore it one more time. New evidence. Okay, so this box, something that's been bothering me. Yeah, I've been saying that the entire time, buddy. That's the box the sacred urn was in. So there's some pink paint on it too. And it's definitely the same color as stuff in the urn. I think I know how the pink on it now. Okay, let's investigate. And then there's this. Looks like it's been several days. Mark. Mr. Nick, can you look at the odd shape is the box? My stomach. Ugh. Let's the box take our armors on. If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well. Wow, you're right. It matches. What is it, Mr. Nick? This is turning out exactly how I thought it would. We're solving the mystery of having to earn. Alright, well. Time for you to tell me the truth. Well, we now know that it's the real thing. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is a genuine article. Turtles went back to Cronin Village and had it examined. Alright, that's nice. I don't see how. Oopsie. I missed something. Did you say again? Yes, it was broken once a year ago. Now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? You think that this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. You think it was broken recently? What do you know? Well, it looks good as new. And this poster shows it looking old. Poster, it was made recently, right? Poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit. At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. And now, for some reason, strange reason, it says Amy. And the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Man, what does it even mean? I don't know anything about that. It wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. That was a mistake. Now, tell us the truth. Wait, or even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it, and that's what happened. Looks like she's not going to give up that last cyclog easily. Even if you prove that it was broken at Lily Taylor, you see this paint mark right here? Oh, Miss Andrews? What is this supposed to mean? There's pink paint all over this urn. There's pink paint all over the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here. You can't weasel out of this one, Miss Andrews. But, she's trying to make her escape. You can get pink paint anywhere. Well, there's none in my office, that's for sure. Well, it's in my room. Liar. Anyway, paint on the urn and the paint on the floor. There's no proof that they're the same paint. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. The proof linking to the paint on the urn and the paint on the floor is the box. The urn was stored in this, right? Yes, that's right. Well, there's pink paint on the box as well. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. Paint on the floor has an odd shape printed on it, doesn't it? Yes. If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means the box was dropped right over here. And that was when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. Can I get my points back? Yay. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel like some evil school teacher. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, I should have hid what I did. Well, it's not that hard to understand, is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I know how she says she feels. Happened about 2 weeks ago, just after the poster was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box, and she tripped on a paint bucket. Okay. The box I was carrying is crashed into the ground. Yikes. A terrible noise, and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box, and that's when it happened. A broken piece of the urn fell into the box and landed in the paint. That is so unfortunate. I was in shock and let out a huge scream. Can totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure of all Cronin Village, so I tried as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. That's when the I am got changed to Amy? I didn't know how it was originally written. But any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Amy. Any sane person, really? Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. The three-letter word, by the way. 9-year-old, by the way. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom, and no one had seen it since then. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The Amy face statue. Aha. First time we came down here, it was on the night the second urn was stolen. Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or the floor of the warehouse when we were here. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And? I realized the statue would prefer to be the first as covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. That makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came up here again. At the time, the statue had been moved, and the paint was so clearly visible. She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews? Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. The place is there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why? On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day it was moved. But why? It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case. But why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night, the real thief, Ron DeLight, was at KB Security. And why did another master mess show up here? A lot of things are definitely pointing to one undeniable fact. An undeniable fact? The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Ooh. So we did 2 parts today. And we got 3 hours in. Next week, I will continue this game. Hopefully under better conditions, because I'm currently dying of something. I don't know what. But when I end stream here, tomorrow we'll be playing some more Mega Man Battle Network. It'll be a different game from today. I'm going to raid into somebody who's currently also playing this game. Their name is Kishma9. I hope everyone has a good rest of the night. And, good day, good night. Have a good time. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.